Hi,
Hey there.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm all right.
I'm here and on time. Hold on.
Welcome to Say What in the Streets. I am your host, Chivonne SayWhat. Today we have a very special guest, and I say special guest because he's not just a guest. This is family, y'all. And I'm really happy to have him on the show. I've been watching his career over the years, and now he is here on Say What in the Streets to talk to you and tell you everything about what he has going on. So let's welcome Terrell T-Rex Simon. Look, I'm gonna clap
Yay.
for your audience, but I'm gonna clap for you anyway.
We here. We here. What's good? What's good? My buddy, my friend. We've been trying to get together for a while now, so I'm excited that we finally been able to sit down and talk for a second.
Yeah, I am too. New year, new life, new things.
Yeah, new beginnings, like my first EP,
Yes,
new
yes,
beginnings.
yes, and I still listen to that song. I like that. You made me in this image. That's my jam right there.
That's the record.
So let's just tell the people a little bit about who you are, where you came from, how you got started.
Okay, Terrell is my name. I'm from upstate New York. I moved to New York City where I started singing in church as a kid, of course. Most people, most of us, we start in church. And as I got older, I figured like, this is something I really wanted to do. So when I graduated high school, I didn't have any family. I didn't really know anybody in New York City. I was just like, I'm going to New York City. I just figured that's where I needed to go. And packed my bags and came down here by myself and started going to different open mics and things like that, just singing wherever I could, in church, on the streets, just wherever I could sing, I was singing. And long story short, my connections led me to meet who we call Life Jennings. And I got a big audition for Life Jennings. Life had just came home from doing 10 years in prison. And we ended up moving to the same neighborhood in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. And I ended up auditioning for him. And he was like, man, I'm gonna take you on the road with me. So that's how it all started, like 2002, 2003. I started as a background singer for Life. And then from touring with Life and doing, a bunch of music and shows with Life, I was able to meet other artists, Neo and Mario and Wyclef and Dave Hollister. Like it just kept going on. So for years and years, almost 20 years now, I've been in the music.
You be modest. You didn't just meet Neo, okay? You did Unplugged MTV for Neo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, let me slow down a little bit. So yeah, I met Neo, did a few shows with Neo, traveled with him for a little while, and then we did. And what was special about doing that with Neo on MTV Unplugged was because they had stopped doing MTV Unplugged. Mm. And as a kid, I was just like, wow, I gotta do MTV Unplugged. Right. And then they had stopped doing it. So when Neo called and was like, we're gonna do MTV Unplugged, I was just like, wow. And just to be on MTV and just to see it like over and over and over and over and over again. Still, you know what? Then I was just working. I really wasn't too really concerned about being famous and the TVs and stuff like that. Like I just was working. That's all I know. But now I could sit back and I look at it and I'm just like, wow, that was an amazing moment like in my life. And singing with everybody, singing with Dave, singing with Wyclef, singing with Emily King, singing with Sharifa, like whoever I was out and I was singing with, just a blessing. I come from this small city where nobody ever did anything like that before, and it just seems really far off for something like that to happen, you know. So God just, he blessed me, man. I also got into management, you know, and I always will thank Life Jennings for this. He did not only just you know, keep me as a background singer, but he taught me, you know, a lot of the business behind the scenes. And I ended up becoming his road manager. I ended up becoming his assistant and singing background. You know, I was doing it all, road manager's assistant. Then I decided, you know, to get my own, to go out and venture more off into the business side of it. So I went and got an artist. His name is Shalik. Big up to Shalik. We put out a few records with Shalik, got him a record deal on Pendulum. And rest in peace to Ruben Rodriguez, who signed him. He just died. He just passed. And, you know, I started working with Day 26, their management, Screwface. That's how me and Rob became friends. And just started doing like promotions, and, you know, so I was doing the background, the promotions, like I was just trying to learn and, you know, suck up everything that I could. So after all of those years of doing all of that, I was just like, man, you know, I think it's time for me to put out my own music.
Yeah.
That was my first goal. And then just being in the business and seeing all the stuff that people was going through, and it kind of like turned me off, you know. And I'm just like, man, I'm good being in the background, doing what I'm doing, da, 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 da. But I tell people, you know, when God, I believe when he has a calling on your life, it's only but so long, like that you can run from it, you know. And I honestly, like, I sometimes I just wish I wasn't in the music business. Like, I wish I just had a regular job and could be a regular person and go and just be regular, because it's just so much that goes on with this, you know.
Is it like the stories we like? Is it as horrible as what we hear?
Yeah,
Like very evil and
it's so much evilness, you know. Everybody, it's just that whole world comes with something,
yeah,
you know. And people, you know, you want to be famous, that's all you're thinking about is being famous, but you're not really thinking about all the stuff that comes along with it, you know. And it can be scary, but you know, I believe God has got me in a place where I'm not scared anymore. Just very cautious of what's going on, and just try to stay balanced, you know, where I'm not too caught up in the industry and the hype, you know, of everything. But with my music, man, when I started doing music, because I came from the church, I was just like, I don't want to do gospel, but I don't want to do hip hop either.
right.
So I was like, man, there got to be a way that I can do both. And, you know, with the church, they don't really like that. It's either
Yeah,
Jesus, it's either the highway or the byway, you know.
right.
And I was like, you know, just I'm gonna do it. And that's when we came up with R&G, rhythm and gospel. And rhythm and gospel, you know, I don't think it's anything new, because I think Kirk Franklin and a lot of gospel artists have been combining the both
Right.
together for a
Right.
long time. But I just think it was just my approach to it, and my swag on it, you know, my lifestyle of it. I think people could identify a little bit more, you know, me coming from the streets and
Yeah,
still that gospel, and just like mixing the two together,
yeah,
rhythm and gospel. And I've been going from there. I put out the record, like you said, In His Image.
yeah, yeah,
That was the first record I put out. And it's just a universal message, man. I wanted to put out music that touched everybody. not just a certain demographic of people,
Mhm.
you know, not just the hood, not just the church, not
Right.
just these set of people. And I felt like In His Image was just the perfect record to come out with first, because I believe that we all were made in His image, no matter your height, weight, color, religion, you know, God made us all in His image. So that was just like the perfect record for me to come out with. And, you know, it just went from there. In His Image ended up just being a really big record. Music Choice and Sirius XM, and this is my first record. They were all playing the record. I won awards. I won the Steeple Awards for Best New Artist. And, you know, it's just been going from there.
No, stop being modest. Come on, you've done what other awards? Because you won several things. You've been on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say it. I want you to say it. You've been on national television.
I don't remember everything.
You've been on Bobby Jones Gospel. Didn't you get the Stellar Award?
No, I didn't get Stellar yet. I got a Steeple Award.
Okay, Steeple. Okay.
Yeah, I got a Steeple Award, which is a national big, you know, award show. And I was the only one not with a record deal. And I won.
Nice.
So yeah. And from then, you know, I just been putting out music, you know, just putting out music, really just trying to find my style, my sound, who I am. Still just traveling with life, still singing background. So I put out a couple of records. And then recently I started acting. You know, I've always wanted to act. And I was like, you know what? I got this fearless kind of thing going now where I'm just not scared to try anything like I used to be. And I met a director down in DC, Akiva McClam, and he gave me a chance to start acting. So I've been going, you know, doing, you know, like those Tyler Perry plays, kind of. Yeah, we did a play called a Christmas play. Then I starred in this play called Deep Cover, and then recently, this is bringing you all the way up to the recent. We did a play called The Storm Is a Ministry 2. And they called me about the play, and then my producer, Bernie Stevenson, was like, Rex, we need to do a theme song for the play. And I was like, okay. So he sent me the song, The Storm Is a Ministry. And I didn't perform the song in the play. It was just a song that we played in the beginning of the play before it started. And then when the play was over, I was just like, man, this is too great of a song for nobody to ever hear it again. I had never put out a full album. So I was working on an EP, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this. I called the people from the play. I said, you know, do I have y'all blessings to put this song out? They was like, yeah, Rex, go ahead, do what you want to do with it. And I said, I'm gonna put this record out while I'm working on my EP, which turned into a whole album. And it just it took off, man. I think it kind of like just solidified me as an artist. I did the video, and within like 2 months, the song was like #1 on the gospel internet radio.
Nice.
And just I mean, my career has been crazy. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, but I'm still moving. And I just released the album called The Package.
Yeah.
And it's just an amazing album, man, from start to finish.
Yeah.
We got my boy Robert Curry on there from Day 26.
Yeah.
And he's actually in Orlando. I have to link you guys.
Yeah.
We got T-Soul from The Voice. My boy Shalik, he goes by Armin now. He's on there. We got a record on there.
Okay, that's why his voice sounded familiar. I didn't know that was him. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody knows that Shalik because it's Armin. Everybody's like, wait a second. Is that Armin? Shalik? Like, what's going on?
Okay.
So the album's been out about 6 months now, and it's doing good. I've been touring. not touring, but I've been traveling, doing shows. I finally got a chance. Y'all know I love Dave Hollister. That's
Yeah.
like my idol. I've been trying to sing like Dave.
You know what?
Walk.
It's actually it's funny you say that, because when I was listening to your album, my friend was sitting next to me. And he was like, he sounds like Dave Hollister.
Really?
Really? And I was
I
like,
love when
yeah,
people say that.
he
Like,
does.
Dave, I feel like I do. People sometimes they get mad when you say you sound like somebody. Somebody tell me I sound like Dave. Dave even told me I sound like him. He said, man, I can hear myself. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, man.
you really can. So
Yeah. Just Dave, man, his style, that Chicago 85, that album
it's classic.
was,
Classic.
when I heard that, I was like, that's what I want to sound like.
You're right. The album is classic.
So I got a chance this year, even though I sang background for him, I got a chance this year to be his opening act.
Right.
Which was just awesome. Like opening the show for Dave was just amazing. So I just been on the grind and the hustle, man, and finally got my first album out. Still no record deal, still out here, and it's hard, like funding everything. So just thankful that I got great people around me that are helping me,
But I remember when you first started out, you was pretty much doing everything by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, how did you find your people? Because I know a lot of artists struggle with trying to find the right people.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really locked in to nobody. I have an assistant, Katina, who is amazing. She's there with me all day, every day, getting yelled at, taking whatever I say, and still, making sure everything happens. And this is her first time, so she's learning and I'm learning. But I've had some people in the past, and it just didn't work out. People have their own agendas.
Yeah.
When you think you could think, they on my side, and they, and it just be crazy. So, and it's hard for me to trust people too, so a lot of people have approached me about, can I be your manager? Can I manage you? Can I be your, I'm just like, nah. Even some of my good friends have approached me, and I'm just like, It's just real hard for me to trust people. And for so long, I learned a lot of the stuff I could do myself.
Right.
And it's less drama. I don't got to sit down with 10 people before I make a decision. I just make it myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's just less drama, just easier. But I do have a team. My producer, Bernie Stevenson, he's the only producer I work with. Me and Bernie sit down and we do all my music.
Okay.
I have Jay Marv, who's my engineer and my vocal coach. I only record at his studio, and he's the only person I let do my vocals. Okay. Jay Marv, I have Katina, my assistant. Musically, like those three people are the people who help me like cultivate the album, my music, my sound, and on the road. But I have a lot of family, friends, and loved ones that are around me that help me daily as well.
Okay. That's pretty good.
But that's the team right there. Bernie, Katina, and JJ.
So you've got to sing for a lot of people, but you've got to sing with Anthony Hamilton and Music Soul Child, right?
I've toured with them, yes.
So who do you got on the upcoming verses?
I'm a Music Soul Child fan.
I wish you were there.
I love Anthony Hamilton. You know, I love them both. You know, that's
Right.
hard to, but just vocally, you know, Music Soul Child can just do things with his voice, and his songs. I think he has way more hits.
Oh yeah.
But Anthony doing his thing. He stays consistent. You know, he's a great guy, puts out good music. And but yeah, Music Soul Child. Why? Who you got?
All music, all
Oh,
day.
okay. Yeah, Music
Yeah,
Soul
all
Child.
day. I have
Music
like
got the
every
record.
music CD, literally.
Yeah, yeah. Every CD he put out, those first 3, 4 CDs, I knew every song.
I'm trying to tell you.
And I used to go to open mics, and for my voice, I had that high range back then. I was singing Love. I was singing Girl, I Know This. You know what I'm saying? Like I was
You
singing.
know what? I won tickets to see Rush Hour 2 for singing that song when I was in high school. So yeah, that music all day.
I forgot you sing too.
Yeah,
I
sometimes.
forgot you sing too. I miss running around Atlanta with you, man.
We're gonna have to do that again sometime. Well, maybe in Orlando next time you come down here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. So you've mentioned that you've been a manager and we know you're the artist. What would you say has been the biggest thing you've been able to incorporate from being a manager into your artistry?
Everything. Yeah, everything. Yeah, I can't name one thing because I just took everything that I learned as far as radio, you know, getting the shows, you know, booking shows. I mean, just everything that has to do with, you know, the career, I was able to take that and put it into myself. So I wouldn't just say one thing, but everything.
Everything. Is there one that you prefer over the other?
Definitely performing. You know, the business part is just, you know, I think the only free moment, because you go through so much, the only time you're like really free is when you're on stage performing.
Yeah.
So when you get on stage, you step on the stage and then you have like your free moment. You're just free. And then as soon as you come off the stage, it's just like right back. They call it a high. They call performing like getting high.
It is. It's addictive.
Like you high, and as soon as you're over, you come right back down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a lie, it really is. So you said that, you know, there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes in the industry that, you know, could really make a person want to just probably pull their hair out, or maybe that's probably the reason why we see a lot of celebrities just go off AWOL sometimes. What do you say helps you to stay motivated?
Well, it ain't the money, you know, especially like when you're coming up as a, you know, like I am, like, I'm gonna tell you, the thing keeps me motivated is my friends and family and loved ones. They pretty much say, Rex, don't stop, keep going. You know, don't stop, bro. You close, just keep going. Like, close to what? Like, don't stop, bro. You know. So my friends, if I didn't have like a great loved ones around me that like pushed me and kept me going, I probably wouldn't be doing it. But they are the ones that keep me going. And of course, God.
Right.
You know, but you want to say God for everything. So, you know, God plus my family, friends, and loved ones. Keep me
coming
going.
up the way that you're coming, and then seeing how other people have come up through the industry, being, you know, signed to major labels and things like that. Would you prefer your way or theirs?
Both. You know, I like to mix stuff up. R&G. You know, everything is mixed up. I would prefer their way and my way, because I think, you know, you can only get so far without their way. You know, if you want to reach a certain plateau or reach a certain, you know, the business part comes in at some point, you know. Um, so it would be just like a mixture of their way and my way, just together. Yep.
So with their way, you say a little bit of both. Is there a certain goal that you're trying to reach, or is it a accomplishment, or is it an award, or is it something else that you're trying to accomplish or achieve that you feel
Yeah.
you can't do?
You know what? I've never been like, I need a Grammy. You know, I just want to, my goal is to be able to do music and to be able to live without having to worry about money. You know, I love to sing, and I've been singing since I got out of high school. So there's really like nothing else for me to do.
Mhm.
You know, so my goal is just to be able to do music full time and not have to worry about not having no money. You know, being able to pay, being able to treat people, pay my bill, take people out. You know, that's my goal. And I know sometimes that's why I say my way and their way, because you got to get the record deal, you know.
So do
So
you feel
that's where I'm at right now. You know, I'm on a deal, like, because I'm just tired of struggling.
so? Do you okay? Okay. So we know you're working. We know you just released the package.
Hmm.
What else are you working on?
Right now, I am working on well, I'm still working on the album because the album is still fairly new. I just did a video with T Soul for Above Water. You know, I'm in New York City.
Yeah, yeah,
That's every day.
yeah.
I am working on I just did a video for Above Water with me and T Soul.
Okay.
That's about to come out. And then I'm gonna drop another single called Better Me, feature Shalik. That's gonna be out in the summertime.
Okay.
So right now I'm still just working this album because, you know, it's still new to me. It's only 6 months. A lot of people still don't know about it. So it's just, and I'm working on just shows, getting out, doing shows, and making sure that everybody know about the album. I'm also working on another album, EP right now with Sadir. He's a rapper,
Okay.
and me and him got a few records called. We got a record called Shine.
I
We
love
did
that song. Shine. I love that.
Shine in the mist. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did this record called Freedom. For COVID, you know, last year during COVID, and just
Yeah.
talking about the injustices, man. And that was a great song because we both was mad, and we just got to release a lot of stress and energy off in that song, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so we got a record coming out called Accelerate. We have a 5-song EP coming out. So along with the album, that'll be coming out. And this, but really just working on the album, and um that's really it, man. The album is out, and
Well,
I'm
tell
just
us,
trying.
where can we buy the album? I bought it. Where can we buy the album?
The album is everywhere. iTunes, Amazon, it's everywhere, but also Bandcamp. And I started doing Bandcamp because a lot of you know, these social platforms, we put our music on there, then they give us 2 cents,
Mhm.
you know. So Bandcamp is more of, you get, you know, almost 100% of the money, and you can get the money right away. You
Okay.
know, a lot of these platforms, you can't get the money to 6, 7 months later, and then they take all your money and they give you a couple of pennies, you
Mhm.
know. So but the album is everywhere, and and also on Bandcamp. I tell people to go to Bandcamp and
Mhm.
search up Terrell T-Rex Simon so I can get the money now. I ain't gotta wait 8 months.
Right, it's my money and I want it
I can get the
now.
whole, I can get the $9 instead of $2.50. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
So definitely gotta go on Bandcamp for those that are watching. I got mine off Bandcamp.
And I have CDs. So anybody, if you need a CD, you just hit me up. My DM, say Rex, I need a CD. Because people still like CDs.
That's true.
So,
That is true. So Rex, T-Rex. We know your name is Terrell. So how'd you come up with the Rex part?
okay. I would have never named myself T-Rex. Let me tell you that. I would have never thought to name myself that. You know how back in the day, people say, "Oh, you a beast. You a beast." If he was really good at something, they'd be like, "You a beast. You a beast." So that's what Life used to say to me all the time. Rex, you a beast. You a beast. So Life gave me that name. He took my first name, which is Terrell,
Mhm.
and since I'm a beast, he thought of a dinosaur,
Mhm.
which is Tyrannosaurus.
Right.
And he took that T from my name and gave me the T-Rex. And we never discussed it. I'm just guessing that's how that came about. So when I met him, he was like, "Bro, you ain't got no nickname?" And I was like, "No, I don't got no nickname." He's like, "We're gonna call you T-Rex." And that's how that came about. And then people just like naturally, everybody started calling me T-Rex. And everybody run up to me, T-Rex. I'm just like, "Oh, you know what? I gotta go with it." Now
Yeah.
I'm Rex. Which was good because it gave me, individuality. It gave me
Right.
swag. It just gave me my own
Right.
thing. And
Yeah.
everywhere I went, T-Rex, like you can't forget the name.
Yeah.
Big up the Life Jennings again.
That's funny. What's your let's see, your funniest memory with him?
My funniest memory would have to be, and it really wasn't funny, but it was funny. We were leaving a show in Houston. It was just me and him. And the limo came and picked us up. And our hotel was 5 minutes from the venue. But we in the back of the hotel, we got the music going, we drinking, we partying, having a good time. And next thing you know, like 30 minutes went by. And we still driving around. I look at Life, I said, Life, it's been 30 minutes, we still driving around. Why are we not at the hotel yet? So I go up to the driver, I'm like, driver, like, it's 30 minutes, bro. The hotel is 5 minutes away from the hotel. Like, why are you still driving us around? And the driver wasn't from the area and had no clue where he was going. So they had gave us a driver that didn't know where he was going
Right.
and just riding around trying to figure out. To me, I mean, that was the funny moment. We just started cracking up. We like, bro, you don't know where you're going right now. You just riding us around. So that was funny.
Yeah, that sounds like that would have been funny but annoying at the same time.
Then you know me, I was road manager at the time. I had to scream and holler at him, but we was really back in the back cracking up.
Yeah, screaming, hollering. Man, you gotta have some thick skin to be in this industry.
Thick, real thick, because they will hurt your feelings and you'll be in a corner crying and not want to come out of it.
I'm trying to say.
You know what I mean? You gotta be thick, man, because this is a dagger business.
Everybody's
You know, and nobody wants you to get above where they are. It's like you're in constant competition with people. That's why you just end up being by yourself and want to be alone. You don't want to be around nobody. You have a little bit of friends, you have a little bit of this, and you just stay quiet, you stay to yourself, you try to mind your business, and because it's just too much that goes on.
Yeah. So, what are some of your your long-term goals with your career?
Long-term goals. Married, record deal with a few albums out. I love Harlem, so maybe own my own brownstone.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to open up like a restaurant lounge with like live music.
Yeah.
So that's really it. Just having my own businesses and being able to be my own boss, and being able to have my own music and still doing music, whether I'm traveling, putting out albums. But I would love like my own place, my own live place where people could come from the area every week and hear live music and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about where you were then and where you are now for your albums. Starting
Well,
with where you were then and where you are now.
Then how far back?
Starting with New Beginnings.
New Beginnings was the beginning of deliverance for me, mentally, physically, spiritually. And that's why I called it New Beginnings, because I had developed this attitude of I just wanted to try to get my life together. Just from being out in the streets and partying and doing drugs, just out here not hurting people, because I'm still functioning. I'm still able to manage people and do my job. And it was just the beginning of me saying, okay, Rex, you got to do better. And I think, and my friends and my family, they watch me and they have seen me go from, still have a long way to go, but they watch me transform over these last couple of years since I put out New Beginning as an artist. Just the way I walk, talk, everything that I do is just not, in my mind frame is just totally different than what it was when I started that album. And this music is just, it's so much therapy. Like when I'm going through, if I put on my album, like it just takes me to a place of peace and or rejoice, or so I would say I am definitely more focused. I'm definitely more aware of my surroundings. And if I mess up or if I do something, I'm sorry about it. So I'm definitely have grown as a person mentally, and physically. Like, I don't want to do so much drugs so that my body just tore up.
Right.
I like my face clear. I like my face clean. I like not being overweight. Like I'm very cautious. But it's a everyday struggle. Like we have to keep growing and keep praying and keep trying to get better. But I'm definitely in a more confident space than I was when I first started with New Beginnings. And I know who I am. I know my sound, they call me the King of R&G, I know my sound. I feel like I put out enough music and I've been in the business a long time to be able to be happy and feel like I deserve to say that, without feeling like I'm being conceited or something. I feel like I put in so much work, like, and people see it, like I can say that and be confident in it.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
The proof is in the pudding. Yeah, man.
So I have this game I want to play with you.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's called the Singers Challenge.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you 3 random nouns, person, place, things, whatever. And you're just gonna sing a little line with that word.
Okay.
Simple, right? First one, motivation.
Baby, I'm a bit of motivation.
Okay.
Rolling.
That was easy. I gotta come up with something challenging. Second one, fame.
Fame.
Yep.
Fame. I want to live forever. I want to learn how to fly. Fame.
Okay, last one. Janet Jackson.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm such a like since a kid, you know, boom, 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 boom. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Michael and Janet are just one of the main reasons why I wanted to dance and sing. You know, I learned every dance move. And I was a dancer as a kid too. Like I was in this dance group and I went out and we did competitions and stuff like that. But I wouldn't even know what to say. Yo, like, cause I love so much of her music. Let's Wait a While though is like, let's wait a while before it's too late. Let's wait a while.
Have you seen the documentary?
Huh?
Have you seen the documentary?
Did I? Yes,
Yeah.
I watched.
I haven't watched it yet. Is it as
few
juicy
times.
as they say?
A few times, and even I mean, it's just we continue to grow, man. You know, you're never too grown not to grow no more. You know, and I think it's a process. We'll grow until we die. You know, you never get to a point. You know what? I done grown enough.
If we're not growing, we're dead. So
Still got some growing to do, and watching Janet just kind of solidified that. Like we keep growing and growing and growing.
yeah.
You know, and learning and learning and learning. No matter how old we are, how older we're getting, like we still keep learning. We still keep growing. The older we get, the more we still learning. You know, you'll be 60, still learning, still making mistakes, still learning, you know, still growing. And I think that long as you're willing to accept the fact that you still need to grow and you still need to learn and that you don't know everything and that sometimes you just sit down and just be quiet and listen. I think as long as you keep that attitude, like you'll continue to grow and you'll continue to blossom. Even when, you know, bad situations come and you make the wrong decisions, you know. So yeah, Janet is amazing.
So
Glad this generation was able to see that, you know, because a lot of these kids don't know her past. You know, so a lot of these new kids are just sitting down and seeing, you know, all that she's done. But
yeah,
legend.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it today. You know, they say I look like Penny when she was Penny. Can you see the resemblance?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But since we're on the subject of growing, I just had a birthday 2 days ago. So if you could give me a little happy birthday song, please.
You got me singing a lot. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chivonne. Happy birthday to you. You want me to go, happy birthday to you.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Happy birthday. How old are you?
Yeah. I'm 29.
Oh, okay. I just turned 42.
Oh, nice. How you like it?
You know, I'm one of them type of people. I ain't lying about my age. It is what it is. I feel like I look great. I look great. I feel great. Like it is. I'm 42. I'll be 43 this year. And I ain't lying about it. That's my age.
Well, I'm lying about it.
I'm just saying, that's how I feel about it, you know? Like, yep, I'm 42. I'll be 43. It is what it is.
Age comes wisdom.
Blessed that I made it this far.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of our people aren't making it.
The gray hairs is coming in.
So tell people where they can follow you at and get your music at one more time.
Chivonne, I just want to thank you for this interview, man. I can't wait till you post it so I can repost it so people can get to learn a little bit more about who I am. So just thank you. You've been supporting me ever since I started. Ever since I met you, you've been right there supporting me, keeping up with me. And I just thank you for that, first of all. But you can find my music at, I'm on Instagram at King RNG T-Rex. That's KING RNG TREX. And I got that name from T.I. Big up to T.I. I have a website. It's Terrell T-Rex Simon .live. And if you go there, everything is there. All the music, the videos, you know, the bookings. So that's where you can find me.
Nice. Do you have any shout outs you want to give real quick?
You know what, man? I just want to give a shout out to God.
Yeah.
Just thank him for his love and his grace and his mercy, for giving me every time I mess up. Keep giving me chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have this voice. I wouldn't have the family and friends and the loved ones that I have. So big up to the man upstairs. Today is for him. I'll give another interview. I'll shout out everybody else. But today I just feel like God gets the glory today. Big up to him.
Yes. All praises to the Most High. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today and letting me get in your business.
Yes, this is awesome. You know, usually I'll be like trying to hurry people up, but this was awesome to sit down. It was also very therapeutic for me to sit here and talk about my history and where I'm at and where I'm going and my goals. Thank you for those questions. They kind of regrouped my mind to think the right way that I need to be thinking. So,
well, I'm glad that it is.
Thank you, Chivonne.
Thank you.
Yo, what's good? This is your boy, Terrell T-Rex Simon, and you are watching Say What in the Streets.
We gon' shine. Hey, hey. Let's go. Shine in the midst of my trials. Hey, shine when I'm going through my struggles. Shine, I'm still gonna shine. I'm still gonna shine. I'm still gonna shine. Sometimes I think I can't take any more weight. I might even bend, but I won't break. Cause when I pick my head up, I find the strength to get up. Then I'm back in the race. I keep fighting, I push, I cry. Hey, and if I get knocked down, I'll rise. Yeah, and no matter how hard this world gets, see, I won't never let it change who I am. No, no, no. Cause there's a life that lives inside of me that won't ever give up, no. Won't ever, ever, ever give up, no. Shine midst of my trials. Hey, shine when I'm going through my struggles. Shine, hey, I'm still gonna shine. Pressure's still gonna shine. I'm still gonna shine. Like a day of sun when the day breaks. Be shining every second that I'm awake. I'll be on this grind, breaking through these walls of pain. I keep fighting, hey, cause I know God will give me what's mine. And if I get knocked down, I'll rise, yeah. And no matter how hard this world gets, see, I won't never let it change who I am. No, 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 cause there's a life that lives inside of me that won't ever give up, no. Won't ever, ever, ever give up, no. Shine in the midst of my trials. Hey, shine when I'm going through my struggle. Shine, I'm still gonna shine. I'm still gonna shine. We got Tisha there in the building. Shine. See, I'm still gonna shine, even in the middle of the darkness, when the whole world's looking mad heartless. In my wildest, I never would've thought this. Lord, I need a break. What's it gonna take? Gotta be strong, even in your heartbreak. So I'm challenging one and all to partake and let your light shine brighter than the sun. Let the enemy know we won't be outdone. No, I wanna live a good life with my good light shining over everybody in the good fight. Yes, we come to pick it up and not pick it apart. We gotta teach it with it. Everybody's coming to get their heart blessed. The whole world needed the shine high beaming. So party with the team. This how we conquer demons, and you don't get to see us sweat. We gon' shine through it all, baby, never forget. Shine in the midst of my trials. Hey, shine when I'm going through my struggles. I am. Hey, I'm still gonna shine. Said I'm still gonna shine. Hey, 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 listen, don't let nobody steal your shine. I will. In the midst of your troubles, you ought to shine. Oh, shine. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, oh, no, no. Hey, shine. Shine. You ought to shine.